What's up, gamers? I'm your host, TheSportsfan1100, and this is the episode number 2221 of the Sportsman 100 Vlogs, the Q&A Thursday edition. So this show is a new show, and it's starting right now. Cue the intro. Alright, so welcome to the brand new show on my channel, the first episode of it, on the 221st vlog. It is, and my 721st video. It's called Q&A Thursday. You guys, I already explained it, so I'm not going to explain it. It's just a show where I take your questions and answer them here on the vlogs. So, I have asked a couple of my friends and or teachers to help me out with this. I've gone through about 17 questions, and I'm going to read them out right now. So, alright, so... Mia/Sam both want to know what are some of my other hobbies besides making videos. Well, to answer that question, I have two hobbies outside of video making, YouTubing, whatever you call it. I think it's besides the fact that I'm a YouTuber, I do love my video games. I play video games 3 to 4 hours a day, not that long. Most kids play 5 to 6. I play 3 to 4 because I don't have much time, because I gotta do homework and other shit. So, yeah. But I am an avid gamer. I do play variety of games. I stay away from the first-person shooters, though. I'm not really into the shooters. I don't really like the Call of Duty or any of that stuff. Not really into that. But I'll play anything else. I'll play anything else besides shooters. So, yeah. My second hobby is actually going outside, and I like to, practice. I don't really play baseball, but if I did, I like to practice my pop flies. I play. Sometimes I go outside, and I like to toss the ball up in the air and try to catch it like a fly ball out, sort of thing. That just gets my exercise. Sometimes I run, so I throw the ball forward and I run towards it and try to catch it. So that gets my exercise in for the day. I do that in the fall and summer and springtime. I don't usually do it in the winter. Winter I stay indoors, mostly play my video games, do my homework, stuff like that. But that's the answer to your question. Mia also asked, where is the coolest place you've ever been on vacation? Well, I've been to a lot of places on vacation in my childhood, and my favorite spot has to be Great Britain, also known as England. I went there twice. This is going to be my third time. I'm going back in March for one of my cousin's bar mitzvahs, so I'm going to go back to England in the end of March, I believe. So I may be missing school. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. But England's fun. I went on the London Eye. I saw the Tower of London. I did a lot of things in England that I'm really proud of seeing, and I even got to saw the Crown Jewels. I've seen a lot. So I basically got a lot of my culture stuff there, and it's kind of cool to see, in my opinion. It's my favorite spot to go. I'm going back in March, so I'm really excited for that. Now, she also wanted to know, do you have any animals for pets? Indeed I do. I have 3 cats. My dad owns 1 cat. Her name's Gracie. I would show her on camera right now, but she's in the other room. I'm not about to pick up the camera and go to the other room. So, that's sorry. But yeah, my mom has 2 cats. She has 2 black cats. They're both short hairs. Their names are Pepsi and Cleo. Pepsi's the cute one. Cleo is the second cutest. Not to be biased or anything, but whatever. But that's what I have for pets. Oh, I also have 1 guinea pig. I used to have 2, but the other one died recently. That took a sad turn, but whatever. Her name was Luna. She passed away about 4 months ago. So, yeah. So, that's sad. But Ginny's still around and kicking, so that's a thing. Alright. Well, she also asked, who is your favorite teacher you've ever had at Nahek High? Well, there's a lot of good teachers I've had, but the one I come back to the most in my head as the best one I've had has to be Mr. Maloney, the football coach at Naik High, one of the football coaches at Naik High. He was a really good teacher. I liked his style of teaching. I liked his quizzes. Not that I liked doing them, but I liked the format of the quizzes. And he's an overall cool guy, in my opinion. So that's basically my favorite teacher so far I've ever had at Naik High School. Now, my favorite sport to watch, Mia once again asked this one. She wants to know that, and I'll tell her that. I am a hockey fan. I love watching hockey. I don't watch all the games. I like to watch the playoffs mostly because the regular season I couldn't give two shits about. But I do watch the playoffs. I love hockey. It's just such a brutal sport. I love that. It's just overall an awesome sport, and I really love it. Avid Bruins fan. That's a vocab word I just used. So, Mr. Coleman, if you're watching this, I just used a vocab word. Um, Anyways, so that's my favorite sport to watch. Who's my favorite athlete? Well, I have a lot of favorite athletes, but if I have to choose my number one, I have five. But if I have to choose my number one, it's Mike Napoli, my favorite baseball player ever. He's just an overall cool guy, in my opinion. He has that awesome beard, which he shaved off, which I'm not happy about, but I moved on from that. He had the awesome beard and everything, and he's cool. I like Mike Napoli. He's a good player, in my opinion. He's not like players that are, take the steroids. He was actually good for athleticism purposes, not for steroids. My second favorite player has to be Patrice Bergeron. He's awesome. I love his abilities. I just love everything about Patrice Bergeron. He's awesome. Bergie, as some people call him, Bergie or whatever. My third favorite player has to be LeBron James. I don't follow him, but I don't worship him either. But he's a cool guy. My fourth favorite athlete has to be Tom Brady. Oh, let me switch that around. Sorry, I switched that. Sorry, guys, switch that. Third favorite player is Tom Brady. Awesome quarterback. Best quarterback in my opinion. Besides a couple other people, but I'm not going to say their names because they're not on my favorite list. Fourth favorite player is LeBron. Sorry, I effed that up. And then the fifth favorite player of mine is David Ortiz because David Ortiz is Big Papi, and Big Papi is a legend. He's awesome. So that's my favorite athletes. My number one, the favorite is Mike Napoli. So that's my favorite athlete of all time. Now Tosh, one of my friends, asked me, what is your favorite sport? Well, I have a lot of favorite sports, but if I had to pick one, it's football. Love the sport in general. Big Patriots fan, so that's what I like about football. One of my teachers, named Miss Magnuson, asked my favorite sports teams in general. Well, I like the Bruins. I like the Patriots. I like the Miami Heat. I like the Red Sox. I like the Blue Jays, and I like the Athletics. Now, Blue Jays and Athletics are for separate reasons. They're just in case the Red Sox do terrible one year, I could cheer for other teams. That's why I do it that way. But those are my favorite teams. All right, Miss Dougal, one of my teachers, asks, have you traveled outside of Massachusetts and where? I have. Yes, I have. I have been to New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, North and South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Connecticut was just, I drive by there all the time. When I went to New York, I drove to Connecticut to get to New York, so I've been there. New York, I went to see Broadway shows twice in New York, and I went to see my cousins there as well. And then Rhode Island, I went for a short period of time. North and South Carolina, a short period of time on my way to Florida. I think I stayed in a hotel in South Carolina, if I remember, with my family. Georgia, I drove in Georgia with my family. I didn't drive, by the way. It was my family that drove me, but whatever. And then Florida was for Disney World, and I went to Disney World, and that was fun. That was one of my best vacations in a while, was Disney World. And my favorite place out of all of them is New York, because I got to see musicals there, and I like musicals. So yeah. Do you have a favorite place in Boston that you would like to go to? Sorry. Yes, I loved going to Fenway Park. I don't go there anymore because My family's low on money, so I can't really go to Fenway Park anymore to see games. But I love Fenway Park. It's a cool stadium, and it's the oldest, so it's kind of historic. So, and I'm a history buff, so it's my thing. Anyways, what was my dream job? Well, my dream job happens to be sports commentary. I know that it's a hard profession to get into, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but I wish I could get it. It's a very hard profession to get into, so I gotta get into. First of all, I gotta find a college that's right for me. Second of all, I gotta work at it. You gotta start slow, so we'll see what happens. What I do for Rosh Hashanah? Did I do have any family over, cook a big meal? Well, yes, I did something for Rosh Hashanah. I went to my grandparents' house, who has the poodle. They have a dog. I don't have. I didn't count that as a pet because I don't own the dogs. It's my grandparents' dog. So, um, and I went to temple for about an hour and a half to 2 hours with my grandparents as well, with staff service, stuff like that. We did eat. We ate some brisket, which is a meat dish. We had potatoes, sweet potatoes, matzo ball soup, which is a Jewish food. What else did we have? We had honey cake for dessert. I'm trying to figure out what else we had. And we had gefilte fish, which is a type of fish, I guess. That's so that's that. All right. So Miss Sibrod, my psychologist here at NAG High, wants to know, what do you think is the most difficult part of driving? Well, there's a lot of difficult things for me, but there's only two. I can't turn to save my life. Yes, I can turn so that I don't get into an accident and I don't go off the curb. But I still need to work on my hand over hand, so I gotta make sure I get that squared away. But yeah, I can turn, but I'm not very good at it. And I know when to use gas, but I kind of get tentative on the gas. Like, I don't use it enough. Like, sometimes I go to like 25 to 30, and he's like, no, you gotta get more gas. So I get to 35 miles per hour, and it's like too much gas. And it's like, I don't know when to use gas, when not to use gas. I'm still learning. What's my favorite animal? Well, I got a lot, but my favorite animal at the moment is cats. They're just so adorable, in my opinion. Um, my cat Pepsi's the cutest ever. I wish she was on my vlog once, so you can check previous vlogs for that. Um, but she is the cutest. If you could be a pro athlete, what sport would you play and why? Well, if I was a pro athlete, which will never happen, but I would probably choose baseball, and the reason is just because there's less injuries in baseball. Like, there's less injuries that can happen in baseball. Like, if you're a pitcher, you're more likely to get injured than if you're a outfielder. Well, that's not true. There is injuries that can happen in baseball, but it's not that often. So I'd rather be a baseball player. Um, that's just my opinion on that. And am I gonna wear a costume to school on Halloween? And what will I be? Well, here's the thing. I want to do it. I will. I want to wear a costume for Halloween day at school. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if I want to do it. Okay, I'm debating so far. I'm debating if I want to do it or not. I want to do it, but at the same time, I don't want to do it. So I'm debating right now. I'm gonna make a decision by the week before Halloween whether I'm gonna do the costume or not. Now, I do have a costume planned. Uh, so I do have the costume planned. It's gonna be the same as last year, Phantom of the Opera. Just because I'm a big Phantom of the Opera fan, and I figured I might as well wear that costume around school. Maybe I'll get Best Costume Award. Who knows? But I feel that I don't know. Because my friend Tommy Brown, I don't know if he's going to do Halloween Day. Because he probably doesn't even know what that is. Because he hasn't done it before. But I'm hoping he does it. Because I don't want to be like the only kid in my access classroom that did Halloween Day. Like, that's special. That's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's kind of embarrassing because you're like the only kid who dressed up in your access room, which is the special ed room. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I want to do it, but at the same time, I don't know. So right now, I'm on the fence of doing it or not doing it. I don't know what to. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to do it. I just have to figure out if I really want to do it, if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. So that's it for the vlog. Those are all the questions I got this week. I think I'm gonna cut it down to 10 questions instead of 20 because I don't get enough questions a week. So I'm gonna cut it in half to 10. It makes more sense that way. So shout out to everyone who gave me the questions. I really enjoyed answering them. And I just realized this is 15 minutes, so I gotta stop the vlog. I'm the Sports100. Catch you guys later. Have a great day. Wherever you're watching this. Thanks for watching. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow. Don't forget the notifications. Click on the top. Links in the description for all my social media stuff. Yeah, that was fast, folks. I can talk fast when I want to. I gotta make this short because I just talked for a good 15 minutes. Wow. I guess these Q&A vlogs are gonna be longer. Sorry. Peace out.